Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. The shiner's from a bike accident. I promise I feel a lot better than I look. So welcome to your weekly rune reading. The sun's moving into Leo on the 22nd. Happy birthday, solar return, all you Leos out there. This ignites bold truth, radiant presence, heart-led expansion. It's time to stop hiding and start living in your light. Right away with this week in Mercury retrograde, starting on the 18th, our voice and purpose may feel tangled. We're called to speak with truth, not just in volume, but led with the heart, right? Not with the ego. That's where this rune reading will guide us. So the ancient symbols cut through the noise to reveal what's essential, to release, embody, and where you're called to rise. And for deeper connection, we've just started this HŌLD group. It's called the HŌLD. And there are bi-weekly gatherings, the first and third Sundays of each month, called the Path and Pulse. And those are on the first and third Sundays, again, at 3 p.m. in person and 7 p.m. online or Zoom, all Central Standard Time. So let's take a deep breath, tune in, and here's what the runes have to say. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here, Scorpio. Let's jump right on into your energetic past. With your energetic past here, we have Pertho. This is a lot of unveiling mysteries, a lot of just taking the energetic leap. Divine going, look, I got you. Like Divine's holding up his hands right here saying, I got you. Take that energetic leap. Regardless, this is like the unveiling of mysteries. How we say that is because this is the Gambler's Cup is associated with. So this is a type of energy where you start off in the energy and you go through a lot of twists and turns and you come out different. So it's like a gamble, like the Gambler's Cup, or like a board game or a birthing process, like a pregnancy, where you know how the energies all begin, but you're not quite sure how it's going to end. You have a good idea. So through this process, it's something like an initiation where you're making twists, turns, pivots, and you're coming out with a shift in perspective. You're facing a little bit of a different way. So that is, in a sense, unveiling a mystery. You've gone through the process. You went and did the whole TTP, trusting the process, and threw yourself into this initiation. So what are you in the now energies of? Specifically, Sawilo here. So this is beautiful success, joy, abundance. This is vitality. Like everything the sun's light touches, it is blessed. It's given security through light, warmth, all the nutrients, all the light codes, all this beautiful embodiment of the sun's energy as well. Like the sun just shines its light on everything and does not hold any judgment or reservation, just is and imbees itself, right? So you're through this initiation process, you feel like you're probably lucked out, or you came out maybe on the fortunate side, feeling like you maybe got through the skin of your teeth, maybe, or you're like, oh, you looked back like, oh, I could have died just then. I could have, that could have been like terminal, and I'm like very fortunate right now, or I'm so blessed right now having gone through this. I am so grateful and so full of this beautiful sunlight energy. So taking what resonates here, Scorpio, leaving what doesn't. Also letting you know in the description box below is where all of the astrological information and the group information is. So the energetic outcome, near future is Hagelas. So this is letting everything that doesn't resonate fall away. So for a lot of people, this is indicative of the hail. So Hagelas means hail, is the hail rune. Like I said, is indicative of the natural disaster, like hail. So like a volcano or a hurricane or something like that. But this is not all like, oh no, oops, oh, look at this coming in, we better batten the hatches and all that. This is just letting you know, like, look, everything comes and goes in the seasons, right? It's not going to be sunny forever. You're going to have storms in your life, okay? The sun comes out after the storm, and so the cycle repeats. You're in that deep gnosis of this, Scorpio. You feel this to your core. This is also like the Tower card in tarot. This is that natural disaster is actually more of like that unintended eventuality. It's not an if, but it's a when. So as you're embodying this, as you went through this rite of passage, right? What doesn't serve this right now falls away, it melts away, it gets torn asunder by natural disaster, naturally away from your life. Meaning, Scorpio, you don't have to lift a finger. It will be removed for you. This is happening for you, not to you. When you look at it happening to you, your ego gets involved, and then it's like a crash course. Okay, but this is a beautiful energetic near future here for you, where you get to celebrate the things that aren't in alignment falling away. If you are at all concerned about this, dot your I's, cross your T's, just make sure that you're ready. Just don't get all in your fear aspects about it. Look at this as like you're the sun still going through this storm. Sometimes the only way out is through. You are still this, going through this. Just because this happens for you does not change who you are, unless you let it. What's the influence of the energetic now? The influence of the energetic now is in Algae, your faith. This is remaining grounded. Again, when these runes, when the line's going straight down, that's a very grounded kind of energy. This is the antlers of the elk rune in Algae here. That is your built-in divine defense, built-in divine protection, and connection. So this is moving forward in like a defensive maybe stance, maybe called to, maybe just embody this and just be steadfast throughout what it, like, you can see this on the horizon, maybe you can feel it coming, and you are just bracing and just embodying this. This is beautiful, like how you're looking out for this. You really, though, the main aspect here is make sure you're doing this with a healthy ego intact, okay? Don't necessarily kill the ego. That still serves a purpose, okay? We want to recognize it and use it as a tool to our advantage, right? Because it is an aspect of ourselves regardless. So what's your advice for the now? What's your advice in the now position, Scorpio? Yeah, toughness, stability, durability. This is Awaz. This is the axis of the world tree. This is like Yggdrasil. This is the axis of the world, like the tree of life. Like you're this little squirrel on the tree of life, balancing the information between the great serpent at the bottom and the great condor at the top. And you're kind of going through this, you've been initiated, and then through all this balancing, all this tremendous effort, what doesn't serve your divine source blueprint, or whatever however you want to say it, or however you're resonating right now, what doesn't serve your divinely guided path is falling away naturally. So this is like the U branch, Y-E-W. This is what they used to make bows out of. Is a very flexible, very durable type of tree, type of wood. Right now you're called to embody this. So being flexible, being durable right now. When we're not flexible, or when we're too flexible, we can snap our branches and become Isa, this rune of stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons. That's ice, that's more associated with the hail. When we are flexible, though, we sway, let our branches sway with the energies. And we're pretty much being in the now with this. We can kind of see Sawilo. It almost looks like Sawilo peeking through the transmutation of this rune. So this is a reminder, a gentle reminder that the toughness, stability, durability, it'll all pay off. You just need to embody your divine source blueprint, move forward in aspects of your faith. This influence is very much guiding you right now. Stay true to your divine source blueprint out there, Scorpio, because you are still going to carry that sun energy after this. Okay, I look at this as a blessing in disguise. Honestly, this is something that probably at this transmutation, what began this transmutation, like I want to be through with this energy and I just want to be over it. Let's just go ahead and change and transmute and embody. And you're in this embodying process right now, and then you're going to recognize the things that don't serve you anymore. Beautiful. Okay, so in your whole outcome after everything, this is Fehu. This is increased awareness of abundance. This is the Fehu, literally means cattle or wealth. So literal tangible wealth it could be. It's still very grounding energy. But as your abundance increases, so too do your disciplines, your responsibilities. So this is still very abundance. You're like I said, you're carrying that through, that balance, right? this is going to be like very squirrel energy right now with you doing this balancing act in your life, but the payoff is worth it. What's the saying? Slay the dragon, get the gold, right? What's your dragon? Right? That dragon's going to be falling away for you, okay? However you want to resonate with that. But this beautiful rune of abundance here in your outcome in your future is awesome for you. Let me know in the comments below how this is resonating here for you, Scorpio. I'm very curious. So let's get a card of clarity here from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from source, straight from spirit, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. So Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Scorpio need to hear today? Let's get one card, please. What message of clarity does Scorpio need to hear today? Okay, let's hear about guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. That is a great message, and that's going to help you with this influence of faith and your toughness, your stability, your durability, your flexibility as you proceed here. You don't have to be so hard on yourself, Scorpio. Okay, let's read a little bit more about this card of guilt. Again, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself, Scorpio. Guilt is the most devious because it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It is a self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive rather than enlightening. Or it could be pretending to be instructive and enlightening, a lot like that ego fools us to be sometimes. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others and that we need to make amends. After we do so, though, it's time to learn from the behavior and move on. The problem arises when we hold on to the guilty feeling that serves and no purpose other than promoting destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect, Scorpio. Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational, but if you examine it subjectively, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long-held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self-love and happiness. You must continuously scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. Namaste, Scorpio. Have a blessed, abundant week.